Now to Kenya and the capital, Nairobi, where 7 schoolchildren have died after their school building collapsed. At least 64 others are in hospital, and family members have been gathering outside the school there as rescue workers search for children who are thought to be trapped in the rubble. We can talk to our correspondent, Catherine Soy, who's there at the site. And Catherine, a dreadful scenario then, a school building collapsing, and presumably not knowing how many children still may be in that rubble.
Well, the rescue mission is over now, so we know that what has been confirmed as of now is that 7 children have died. But as you mentioned, there was a lot of people here earlier, people who live around this area, parents of some of the children who go to this school. And right now, nearly everyone has left. We also had from the education minister who was here earlier. He said that the government has started investigations into what exactly happened. So this incident, Martin, happened right there. It's very difficult to tell now. Everything has been cleared. All these books you're seeing strewn around were left by students as they were running. We've seen many children who survived the tragedy coming here and collecting some of the books that are more intact. They're taking them to one of the classrooms. They'll be sorted out later and perhaps even reused. At this other corner is the debris from that collapsed building. It was a 2-story structure that was constructed using metal sheets and some wood. And there was a concrete slab that had separated 2 stories. And people we've talked to and I've seen as well, and these people we talked to also saying that this concrete slab was very thinly, very poorly reinforced. So this is what the minister was talking about as well. They want to investigate how safe exactly was that building, but a very tragic situation. As you mentioned, we saw some parents here earlier. It's just their pain was just unimaginable.
And I understand it was a private school, Catherine. What kind of neighbourhood, what kind of kids would have been going to this school?
It was a community school. It was a private school. It was registered by the government. But in Kenya, in such areas, this is a relatively poor neighborhood. So children who are coming to this school are children who perhaps cannot go to more expensive private schools, but then we also have public schools. But we are also being told that the nearest public school from here is about 2 kilometers away. So a lot of parents choose to bring their children to relatively low-cost schools like this one. There's another one that is neighboring here as well. And it's these schools that are sometimes very badly constructed. We've been talking to people who say that some of these owners of these schools do not get proper approvals to build them. They're metal, they're made of iron sheets, but then also concrete that is very poorly reinforced, like I mentioned about this school. So those are the kinds of children that come here. And this is what is tragic, because their parents are parents that cannot afford even perhaps to take their children to hospitals. Now, the government has said that it's going to cater for all the hospital bills of the children who are in hospital and the funeral bills of those who have died. But then again, investigations going on onto what exactly could have happened, what exactly could have caused this building to collapse.
Catherine Soy live in Nairobi. Thank you.